Now, the incredible story of a woman forced into prostitution at just 16 years old. She worked the streets of Las Vegas for years, afraid her pimp would kill her. Tonight, she's telling all to Action News after becoming the first person to successfully sue her pimp while he serves a life sentence. Action News anchor Jacqui Heinrich has her story of revenge.
He poured gasoline on me and made me get in the hole. He kept flicking his lighter, so I thought he was gonna, catch me on fire or bury me alive. I had no idea.
For Alisha Grundy, the idea of running was scarier than the devil she knew. Her pimp, Raymond Sharp, kidnapped from her Oregon home at just 16. She was forced into work as a sex slave in the Las Vegas Valley.
It was heartbreaking.
It started in the way most parents have nightmares about. 10th grade Alisha walking to a mall, lured by a nice man in a fancy car.
He told me he was a record producer and asked me if I wanted to go to dinner.
But when Sharp drove Alisha to her house to pick up clothes for that date, it was already too late.
He told me that I was gonna be a prostitute.
Now he knew where her family lived, and when that car turned toward California, Alisha didn't try to run.
If I don't do what he tells me to do, he was gonna kill my family.
From there, it was walking the streets, sleeping in motels, and lots of fast food. And if the money didn't come, the beatings would. But it was the day Sharp made her pick her punishment, waterboarding or pistol whipping, that she knew she had to get out, and she did. Then Sharp called her.
He had my little sister. He was in Oregon. And he told me if I didn't come back, my sister would be doing that.
Do you believe he actually had your sister?
Yes, I talked to her. She said, I'm going for ice cream.
Alisha went back and barely survived what happened next.
He thought that I only made 700, but I made 7,000. And he beat me so bad he couldn't recognize me, and he thought he had killed me, I assume, because he put me in the trunk of the car, and he had cut off all my hair and had tied me up and put me in a closet for 3 days.
When Alisha heard Sharp loading a gun, she ran for her life out in front of her Henderson home, naked and bloody, but ultimately into the arms of police.
Important to know Alicia's story because she's not unique. That's a common story. A story where somebody is tricked.
But how Alisha's story ended is not only uncommon, but unprecedented. Attorney Conrad Claus helped her get the ultimate revenge. Sharp was slapped with 3 life sentences and denied an appeal. He lost his freedom, then everything he owned.
We won 4 houses, a lot of land, and $3 million.
It took 3 years in court to make it happen. A total $4.1 million judgment for 17 years of torture. Sharp robbed her of her innocence and her dignity, but not her future.
I went and got my GED and enrolled into college and got baptized.
Why did you do all those things?
Because I needed to. For myself.
Now she needs to help others. Alisha is using her millions to start a foundation for sex-trafficked women, making sure no woman who wants help goes without it.
Because I want other people to be aware of what's really going on with their sister, their cousins, their family. Like, this is real. Human trafficking is real. That's why I'm doing this interview.
And I offered her the option of getting her record sealed as a victim of sex trafficking and to quietly recede back into the background. And no, that's not what she wanted to do.
With this story, Alisha hopes the working women being robbed of their youth, independence, and futures right now are listening.
That's what Vegas is based on, basically. But it's all around them. It's in the casinos, it's at the nail shop, it's where you go to dinner. It's all around us. Sometimes I just want to give them a hug and say there's help and there's hope, and that's the most important thing. Because right now, a lot of them see no hope.
Jacqui Heinrich, Channel 13, Action News.